guys, and welcome to today's show. This is Cook and Dine. I'm your host, Neema. Karibuni sana. So, how's your week been? How's your weekend so far? Yo, it's cooking time. I hope you're in the kitchen. If you're in the kitchen and you're streaming us live, good job. And if you really want to enjoy the show, but you are kind of in a hurry, you can definitely get the whole episode pale YouTube channel. And of course, you can stream us live right now as it is happening. Just go pale www.lolwe.tv/live na utapata show yote nzima na tutaenjoy pamoja. Karibuni sana. As I've said earlier, my name is Neema and I am your chef of the day, but ashana mimi kwa sababu it's all about food, so let's go straight to the food. So today's episode, today's recipe, not episode but recipe, we are making pilau with kachumbari. Very simple, very direct. I know you guys know how to make pilau, but let me show you how I make my pilau. So we have different spices hapa. Tukona iliki, the whole ones. We have a mixture of ginger, garlic, of course garlic powder, all processed garlic powder. We have mixed spices. We have different spices hapa. Of course, the main ingredient is our pilau masala. So this is like literally like, you know, like freshly roasted and also grinded. So yes, then salt. We have, yes, I make my pilau with tomato paste. Of course, we have our meat and we have our rice and viungo zetu za kachumbari. Yes. So straight on, I'm going to turn on the fire. Mafuta pale yaende side. Normally, like, I'm very messy with my work area, but I always try to make it as clean as I can. So hapa kuna kamaji. Nimewasha pan. Very nice. So leo nimeosha rice yangu, guys. Nimeosha rice. So jeka mafuta pale. Pilau ni mafuta na kitunguu. So be very generous with your mafuta. And onions. So as our oil is getting ready, let me just put this meat on the side. I'm going to chop our onions. Good size, guys. Nataka hii mafuta ikue moto zaidi ya moto. So the size doesn't matter. What matters is whatever size you're gonna use, make sure you maintain. So mine ni hii style and a bit bigger chunks, as you can see, a bit thick chunks. So hiyo ndo natumia leo. So yeah, someone really enjoyed sorry my dear, I can't remember your name, but she was telling me how like last time's recipe was really nice and I appreciate. Alikuwa na shanga, alikuwa na wish kujua, so amesema ata try. So we send them pictures we wanna see, and if you really wanna communicate with us during the show and also after the show during the week, unaweza enda pale YouTube channel yetu inajiita Lolwe TV Kenya. So you have to put the Kenya at the end to get the right channel. You can definitely talk to us pale Facebook, of course on our pages, official pages, pale Lolwe TV. Just type Lolwe TV and you will see our logo, and just come through and talk to us. Tell us how much you enjoy the show. Tell us the recipes that you want me to try, and I will try. Believe me, I will try. I always look forward to talking to you guys. Na man, I cannot even imagine not talking to you guys. So I've lowered the fire just a bit. I'll use this. Iko round nicely. So nitatumia hiyo na kachumbari. But make sure your onions are a lot. My rice is 1 kg. So I'm gonna use roughly 5 onions. Roughly 5. So pilau ni kitunguu, my dear. Manukato mazuri kitunguu. That's what the Coastarians will say. I wish I had the Aluya accent, then ningerusha some Luya words hapo. So my Luya fans, our Luya fans of course here at Lolwe TV, talk to us. Vitunguu zinaitwaje kwa Kibaluya? Tunataka kujua. We want to know. So chop chop. Let me check on our mafuta. Still heating up nicely. So since I'm almost done with my onions, I'm gonna add the moto full blast. Full blast kabisa. Hii nini ya katikati ime dry up, but you can just pull it out because the onion is still fresh, it's still good for use. So yeah. Nice. So we're done with our onions. Let me just put this here. This is the joy of you when your cooking area is clean. If something's is over, falls out of now my onion, unaweza endelea tu unachukua onion yako kwa sababu area yako ni safi. Wow, look at that. Remember, your oil has to be very hot. Mine wasn't even that hot. It has to be very, very hot. Because that's how when you put a lot of onions or a lot of anything, the temperatures zina lower. So it becomes a bit cool. The oil cools down just a bit. Just like mine right now. So there you go. So because we want our onions to be not so brown, but literally we are sauteing our onions. The reason why you don't want your onions to be golden brown is because we want that flavor to still be in the onions. You know, kama unapika something like fried meat, you're making some like chicken curry, can be beef curry, can be mutton, you can use mutton. You can even make the same recipe if you're making pork and you're using a lot of onions. Make sure your onions don't get too cooked, because you want that juiciness to still be in the onions, you know. So yeah, that's the same process I'm using right now. So a lot of onion, guys. Vitunguu zikuwe mob. Yeah, someone else will ask, why are you frying your onions first? Mbona huku chemsha nyama kwanza? The reason is because I want everything to cook together. So I do not want to boil the meat kando, then then when making the pilau I take the meat, then later on I take the soup back. No, I want everything to cook up together. So that's the reason why I had to show you guys this recipe. Because many guys are like, haitaiva, you wait, you'll see how it's going to look. Mwah. You wait. I'm about to blow your minds right now. I'm about to blow your minds. Be very careful also in your cooking, because you also want You want hygiene to be, you know, number one. So make sure your work area is clean. Kama ulikuwa uko na kahoma, you mask up. There's COVID, especially the guys who are cooking for like many people, you know, in a restaurant, in a, you know, back at home, you know, family members. Maybe you have like your folks, you live with your folks. Make sure you're clean. Make sure wewe ni msafi, mikono zako ziko clean and all. So yeah, I'm not going to cut the kachumbari right now. When other things are cooking, then you can do that. Actually, I can start right now. So I had washed my tomatoes. No, let's not cut it right now so that it doesn't become so watery. Yes. So my first decision was actually very good. I wasn't too indecisive. Tuna vitunguu zinalegea. Una zinalegea vizuri. So I'm trying my best to just separate them. Zisikue pamoja sana. Ziwachane. And that's why I love cutting onions, like slicing them at the middle, then chopping them in bits. Because now when they're cooking like this, look, they look so nice. They look so nice. I remember the size that you cut has to remain constant because things cook up at the same time. So ukiwa na zenye ndogo ndogo alafu zingine ni middle size alafu zingine ni kubwa kubwa, the middle size, the small ones zitaiva mbele ya hizi zingine, then what happens? Your onions end up burning. So that's why you sometimes you're cooking kuna haraka unapata onions zako zimechomeka, unashanga, but I was watching, I was here. That's the reason. You have to make sure that every size ya kitunguu hivi unakata inakuwa same kabisa, inakuwa size moja. Kwa sababu kama zingine ni kubwa, zingine ni ndogo, zile ndogo zitaiva haraka, zile kubwa zitabaki hapo. Then onions zako zinachomeka. Wow. So at this point nitaweka spices zetu zote nzima, hizo full, hizo zenye nini, no wastage. Pilau masala yetu. Sababu sikuweka hii kwa sababu huwa ina stick kwa, sikuweka ginger na garlic kwa sababu huwa ina stick kwa pan, na nataka spices zetu ziive kabisa, ziive vizuri. So ndo nimeweka sahi. Then nitaweka nyama alafu nitaweka garlic. So follow the process guys. Follow the process. tutaiwacha iendelee kuiva kidogo, then tutaweka nyama. The reason why sijaweka hii ya kwanza, cause normally ukitengeneza, tuseme sasa unataka kutengeneza supu ya nyama, kuna nyama yako pale umeshaiboil, tuseme umeiboil ama unatengeneza ikiwa fresh, utaweka garlic kwa onions na ginger kwa onions, ufry ziive ndio weke nyama. The reason why sikuweka kwa sababu huwa garlic na ginger huwa zinafanya inashika chini, inaanza kustick. Na tutaki hiyo sahi kwa sababu tunataka hii mafuta tunataka iivishe nyama kidogo, ikuwe at least iko na ile imeiva juu, so that ikiendelea kuboil nyama haitawachana, kwa sababu hii nyama iko very soft. Nipata ile nyama iko very soft. So hiyo ndio sababu sijaweka sahi. Na ukiangalia vizuri sana onions zetu zimekuwa a bit almost golden brown, but zimesote vizuri as you can see. So it's a hint to me. Na pia kwa manukato mazuri ya spices inanipatia hint it's time to put our meat. So I'm putting our meat right now. Just put this on the side, and then now we just turn. Wow. So at this point tutaiacha for roughly 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes to cook up. But now utashinda ukigeuza. Kumbuka tujaweka maji hapa, so utashinda ukigeuza ndo iendelee kuiva all sides zote ziendelee kuiva. Just in case umemiss hiyo step, tumeweka nyama na sasa tutaiwacha for 3 to 3.5 minutes. So that's 3 minutes 30 seconds or 3 minutes 25 seconds for it to cook up, to continue cooking up. Itabidi uendelee kutantan kwa sababu hii ni mafuta na hii ni nyama. Utaki ikauke, nyama yako ikauke. Tunataka tu ikuwe na ile coated, ikuwe a bit coated. So now tutaweka our ginger and garlic. Nakumbuka nikiwaambia why ina stick. So hata sahi the spices imeanza kustick. As you can see at the bottom, I don't know if you can see, imestick kidogo sana. So ingekuwa double kama garlic and ginger zilikuwa ziko hapa ndani. Utaacha hizi ziive kabisa kwa sababu utaki ile taste ya that it's ile taste yenye hazijaiva, yani that's what I mean. You want them to cook pretty well. Na kuna yule anaweza uliza kwa nini sijaweka chumvi at this process? Because sababu is ukiweka chumvi sahi huwa nyama inakuwa ngumu zaidi, so it takes longer to cook up. Sijui kama ni kweli, lakini hivyo ndo nilifundishwa. So ever huwa siweki chumvi kwa hiyo process. Kwa hiyo at that point, at the beginning, wanaweka time nimeweka maji, you know. Endelea tu kutantan. Endelea tu kuiva mos. Kipole. Ive kipole. We leave it for roughly like 1 minute. Then take our tomato paste into the pot. And we're almost done, guys. I feel like we're already done. Ujuzi wa pilau ni hizo dawa. Ukiwa na dawa uzipime vizuri, uweke, you're good to go. Kwa sababu moto wangu uko a lot sana, naona garlic na ginger zimeanza kuwa brown. So tutaziacha, tutaendelea kuziobserve. At this point tutaendelea kuziobserve kidogo tu. Na sasa imestick sana na vitunguu zetu, kitunguu saumu na garlic na ginger zimeiva. Kitunguu saumu na tangawizi zimeiva. So nitaweka our paste. Then nitageuza. Hapa ukuwe careful kwa sababu inaweza kukurukia. Hatutaki hasara at this point. Then nitaweka maji kidogo ku make sure that paste yetu kidogo tu inaendelea kuiva. On the side, sisi wa Afrika, we don't waste. So tuna make sure kila kitu imeingia. There you go. And then turn kidogo tu. Turn kidogo. Then sasa haya maji nilikuwa nimeyapima, so every amount of water that is going to enter is going to be corresponding to how much rice we have, which is 1 kg. So nitaweka tu maji. Boil. Na ikianza kuboil, add more water. Sasa hayo ndo maji yetu. So tukingojea maji boil kidogo, tukingojea maji boil kidogo, tutaenda on a very short break as we chill out for the water to boil up, and then we'll be right back. So guys, do not move away because I'm about to show you how to make kachumbari on the next bit. So keep it Lolwe, and definitely go pale YouTube, subscribe so you can get and hit the notification bell so you can get to see other episodes that will be uploaded right into our channel. Follow us, please follow us. Please, I said please today, follow us. Nitaimba tena, follow us on our social media platforms, pale YouTube at Lolwe TV Kenya, and of course Facebook at Lolwe TV, Instagram Lolwe TV, and Twitter Lolwe TV. Keep it locked. We'll be right back. This is Cook and Dine with your chick Neema Mungaro. Hi guys, and welcome back to the show. This is Cook and Dine. If you missed the first bit, we are making pilau ya kachumbari, and so we've done the first bit. I didn't put salt, remember, so we're going to put a little bit of salt, not little but enough salt hapo. Then nitakoroga. So you can see maji yetu yamekuwa tayari vizuri. Then you're gonna put the main ingredients. So yeah. So because I had soaked kwa sababu nilikuwa nimesoak rice yangu, nimeweka maji kidogo. Nimepunguza maji kiasi tu. But normal rule is someone was saying mbona umeka maji kidogo hivyo zaidi. The reason is because I soaked my rice. Look at that, guys. I'm so excited. Wow. So we're gonna add a little bit of more water, like just a cup. So let me just get our water. And straight from our kettle, as I said, maji kidogo sana, hata it wasn't even a cup. That's enough. Let's allow that to continue cooking. I'm going to put my mwiko just like this on the side, of course. And as we wait for that to continue boiling and all that, let me show you how to make kachumbari. How I make my kachumbari, of course. So I had a clean bowl. So cheka hivyo, mkebe wangu uko clean. Let me clean up my hands because I touched salt. And then we're gonna, remember I had washed my onions, sorry, my tomatoes. So mi ukata kachumbari yangu na mkono. So hapa ndo unakuwa na patience. What they call patience. So we'll cut our tomatoes. Wow. Remember, Syria wana kachumbari yenye ni tamu na haina nuks. Ni when you're getting your tomatoes, make sure your tomatoes are not too ripe, not ripe. They're not too ripe. And tulikuwa tuko na kakidonda hapa. Ndeka kidonda on the side. Na tunaendelea kukatakata. And also you make sure you keep an eye on your pot of pilau. Na observe tu. Ikiendelea kuiva kipolepole. The next one. We are not throwing all that away. Trust me, we are not. We're just keeping it there. Kwa sababu inaweza turegesha nyuma kidogo. Because I am used to cutting with my hands, that's why you see I'm going really fast. If you're not used to it, you can use a chopping board, or you can use a grater. Maybe those guys who use the grater is the one you just plug it in and you just slide it in a slice. However you cut your tomatoes, do that. There are those guys who don't like tomatoes zenye ziko round hivi. So wanazichop in boxes. That is fine. As long as you have tomatoes in your kachumbari, you know. No kachumbari without tomatoes. Ama hiyo si kachumbari, hiyo ni something else, not kachumbari. So this one is a bit thin. And they're very juicy, so that's even good. If you're serving this to the kids, na unajua watoto wako wanapenda kachumbari, you definitely want them to enjoy it with some supu in it. Kachumbari ya supu. Hii ilikuwa imeiva kidogo. So just use the board at this point So I feel like nikiendelea kukata hivyo nitaifinya sana na itatoka different. As you can see also, our pilau is doing very, very well. So yay to us. As I said earlier, if you want to make sure that your kachumbari also lasts longer and the tomatoes remain in shape and all that, you get tomatoes that are not too ripe, too ripe. And yeah, hiyo ndo siri ya kachumbari naweza sema. Or like me now, some of my tomatoes, like now the last one was very, very ripe. Feel free to make bigger chunks, cut in bigger chunks, and it still works. Na inanukia vizuri sana hii chakula. Wish you guys are here to smell it. To smell it. So wow. So there we go. We are done with our tomatoes. But now we had these ones, and kwa sababu tuko na hizi vidonda, so normally I just remove the vidondas like that, and this goes in. Remove the kidonda, and this goes in. Remove the kidonda, and the rest goes in. This one has kidonda also. Cut out the kidonda like that. That goes in. And since this is waste, we're gonna leave it on the side, of course. On the side. And now we do our onions. But now I want, this is like my favorite shape. Hope you guys have noticed. So I'm not doing sikati zile ndogo sana. Nakata tu good size. A nice size. Then when it gets to that point, ujuzi ndo unaingia, unashika na mkono sasa. Kama huna cutting board, unakata vile umezoea. Mi hutumia cutting board na mi hutumia pia mkono. So thank God for that. I can do both. There are those guys who can do both. So kama ni mkono umezoea, kata tu na mkono. Usifeel pressure ya kukata na board na hujazoea. So there we're done with our onions. So what I'm going to do is nitaeka hapa. Alafu nimwagie chumvi kidogo. Kachumvi kadogo tu. Alafu niwache hapo. Tukingojea pia hiyo rice yetu iendelee dry. I love dania, so naeka dania mob sana. But eleweni, I'm in love with dania. Mimi hupenda dania sana. So there we go. Nakata haraka ndo to mix sasa. So tumemaliza, hata tumemaliza. Naweza weka dania yangu sahi. Dania hapo. Pilipili lazima. Tuweke 2. Si lazima kama you don't like chili, si lazima uweke. Narusha pilipili hapo ndani. Alafu of course our lemon. So this is how I normally get my lemon ready. Put that there. Safisha kidogo, safisha tu kidogo. Area yako ikuwe safi. Tunaimassage kidogo. Chukua nyingine tunaimassage pia kidogo. Ndo juices zote zilegeze, wachane vizuri. Me reduce fire tu kidogo. Hii bado tunai-reduce kidogo, tunai-exercise, tunai-massage. And there we go. Remember we had our onions. So kutoa tu ile ukali yake kidogo. Tunazi romance. tunazi separate kidogo. So obviously that's the whole point. Doing this. There you go. Nicely. That is good. Onions into the pan. Like that. Look at that. Just squeeze out lemon very nicely. The seeds, we just throw them away. Just continue. Hiyo imesema, Neema, come on. Another way of actually getting your juices is just doing this to your lemon, not onion, to your lemon, and just squeeze it pretty well. Dry my hands just a little bit. Here. Oops. Then just turn it. So yeah. Now you know how to make kachumbari, the Neema style. Then just a pinch of salt, kiasi tu. And voila, it's time to serve now, guys. So I'm going to clean this place kidogo, niweke kachumbari yetu hapo kando, and of course I put this here. Maybe just put it here. Then we go back to our rice, of course. Wow. Look at that. Very, very nice. So because I had soaked my rice, guys, ililegea kabisa, but imetoka moja moja, of course, imetoka moja moja. So kachumbari time. I'm a lover of onions, I had said earlier. So there we go. Can I put that? Then of course, umaridadi lazima uwe. So there you go. And voila. There you go. That is your pilau of the day. So you can serve this with 1 kg. Can literally go with like as many people as it depends on how much they eat. So I can't tell you the number because kuna wale wanaweza chapa hiyo 1 kg one sitting. So it depends on your appetite. But for now, I will test for you. And honestly, let me just give out a speech. This food is smelling so nice. It is looking so nice. Na sijipigi debe kwa sababu nimejipikia, but Neema, you've done a good job. So test for us. Of course I will. So lazima kachumbari ikue. And you can see the rice imetoka moja moja. Very, very nice. What? Wow. Oh, wow. The flavors around the rice, the kachumbari imeingiliana vizuri sana. So tasty, guys. You have to try this recipe. You must try this recipe. And if you don't, you're missing out on the best foods that are ever created on this show and around the world. Even at your own house, you have to try this recipe, guys. So for every sweet, magical, awesome recipe ever done on Lolwe TV here at Cook and Dine, there's an end. I have to go, but make sure you follow us on our social media.